What is up, everyone? Elvis Justice here. All right, so this week, very nice, very bad, very pathetic. Also because markets is playing in as a liquidity grab. It's a liquidity grab week, and it's a type of market purposely for scalpers, right? Purposely for scalpers, especially those, if you're a trader and your entry and exit game is not good, this market wouldn't, really treat you well, right? It's going to continue till I think 28th April with the liquidity grab market formations, right? Till a major news comes out to change the phase of the market. So this is what we are seeing on the market. Liquidity grab basically means, a flash, or series of movements, in the at a time you would think that the market is bullish. At a time you think the market is bearish, it comes to take your stop loss out, goes to your direction, it comes to hit counts for stop loss hands. It's about to, perhaps it can even come, almost likely come for your TP, almost like it's hitting the TP, but it will never hit the TP. That's what I'm trying to talk about. So it's been a liquidity grab this week, and let me go straight to the chart. Let me try to break some charts down. Let's start with US30, right? Now US30, right, yesterday looked bullish because yesterday looked bullish after this this 4-hour candle closure. It closed bullish. There was another candle that opened here, so it made me feel like it was bullish. And at that time too, the market was in a bullish, was in an uptrend market, right? And this is what I mean, right? The market was in an uptrend market, and we were looking for buying opportunities, but price has changed. That's what I'm talking about. Liquidity grab, price has changed. It normally changes direction quickly, so quickly, right? So we are currently having a breakout. I would want to see a break and retest to this side on US30 to go short, right? Something like that. I want to see something like maybe a breakout here, confirm. We want to see, we're not interested in the impulse move, we are interested in the correction before price moves to the downside, to whichever support area you may seem to find. Now let's talk about NAS 100. NAS 100 too, we still have this whole week, or this whole area to fill, right? On NAS 100, I would also want to see NAS 100 kind of have a kind of fake reaction to the upside. Remember, there's news coming in 2 hours, 3 hours, right? So I would want to see some flash movement to the upside before we come to fill this whole support area. And I would also wouldn't be surprised if NAS kind of respects this area. Like if the break retest doesn't happen, we could have a flash to the downside or a fake reaction to the upside. But this is what I want to see: a break out like this, right? A retest to this side, and I want to see a candle closure, or maybe the 30 minutes time frame to take sales on NAS 100. Now let's talk about gold. Gold hasn't really been great this week. Like I said, liquidity grabs, market changing direction each now and then. There's a series of candle formations, right? So this is what I want to see on gold. All of a sudden, gold looked bearish because of what we saw in the morning on gold on the 1D time frame. The 1D time frame looked bearish because we had to come fill this whole area. So the target was, it's just like, series of uptrend, right? We have series of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs here formation. I wanted to see a higher low to somewhere 1950 or 1960, and I know most people were looking at that, right? we're also expecting that. So I wanted to see this, right, retest this higher low before we see price move up. But there's been a candle formed here, and gold is looking so bullish now, right? Gold is looking so bullish now. One thing I want to advise you guys is market. Always see this as, market is always right. You are wrong. Always see yourself as you are wrong and the market is always right, and you have to learn, right? On a second look at gold, I could see that, price came to retest a trend line here, and it's likely looking like we are bouncing back up on gold again to maybe this area. So gold looks like we are playing in a wedge area. Likely we could see gold come to 2050 if possible, right? But anything can happen. Like I said, it's a liquidity grab. It could maybe come here before going up, or it could somehow, some way have a rejection on this whole area. But I want to see either a breakout here. I'm not interested in the impulse move, a rate test. I'll wait for a rate test before buying gold to 2040, or perhaps we could see a break out to the downside and a rate test, then I'll send gold back to 1977. Either ways, we would see about that. Now, the favorite pair that I'm looking at currently is USD CHF. Very nice pair. Very nice market structure. It's a downtrend. We always look for selling opportunities where we see series of what? Lower lows, lower highs, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, a lower high, a lower low, and a lower high here. So we are likely to see a lower low formation on USD CHF. But what is happening here, right? You could see price has already broken out, and we are never interested. If you paid for my course and you watch my course, you can see I'm never interested in an impulse move. I'm only interested in after an impulse, there's always a correction before another impulse. So these are an impulse move. We are never interested in the first impulse move. We are only interested in the second impulse move. So a breakout here, we may likely see a rate test to this side, and we would sell this to this target. And that's like me targeting almost how many pips? Almost 100 pips on USD CHF if it goes through. So that is that. I think this week that is that for me for the week, right? I'm personally done, right? I have an issue with gold because gold did give me lots of profit like last week, last 3 weeks. But you know, that is how trading is. You know, we bounce back. You know, if you took a hit, you know, in any way or in any form, that is how trading is designed to. You have to be mentally tough. You have to be ready for the game, right? You lose, you blow accounts, you lost the prop firm, what have you. You have to, you know, take some time off, you know, come back stronger. So we have this news, unemployment claims, right? We'll see how that goes, but you know, Forex Factory is expecting a kind of bullish structure, right? So they are expecting bullish structure because the previous is lesser than the forecast. So they are expecting a higher, you know, price, and that higher could be positive. So let's see how it goes. I have no predictions on that, right? I'm done for the week. I'll see you guys on Monday. Stay blessed. Have a great weekend ahead of you, and I will see you guys on Monday. Stay blessed.